tired of guns, tired of people being shot, tired of it. Jefferson County's tired of it. I'm going to deny the motion. Your bond will remain at $300,000. If it's not already a condition of your bond, I am now making it a condition of your bond if you make it. All right, sir, you're Lively Stratton?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 19-33601. Mr. Stratton is charged with capital murder of multiple persons. Mr. Radford has filed a writ asking for a bail reduction. I think we talked about this and reset it so that the state could bring any witnesses, and then I would make my decision. Mr. Radford, do you have any witnesses?
Yes, we call Lively Stratton for the purposes of this hearing only.
Best you can, sir. Please raise your right hand. Do you swear or affirm the testimony in this hearing will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Go ahead, Mr. Radford.
Can you state your name for the record?
Lively Stratton.
And Mr. Stratton, you are the defendant in this case, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And what is your bond currently set at?
I think after the appeal, I don't think my bond was ever set.
So it's your understanding that you have no bond at this time?
Yes, sir.
What was your bond set at prior to your trial?
I think it was $1 million bond.
Okay. And prior to this incident, have you ever been convicted? Well, you hadn't been. This conviction was overturned by the Court of Criminal Appeals, correct?
Yes, sir.
And prior to this incident, were you ever convicted of any crimes?
No, sir.
Where did you live at this time?
In Beaumont.
In Beaumont. Did you have a job?
Yes, sir.
Okay. How long have you been incarcerated?
Going on 7 years.
7 years. Do you have any substantial savings or any monies that you have collected?
No, as far as my bond, everything would be no contributions from like friends and family.
Okay. And if the judge were to set a $250,000 bond, do you think it's possible that you had family members and friends that could make that amount?
It'd be a stretch, but I think it'd be possible.
Okay. Pass away.
Any questions?
Mr. Pratt, tell me about the means that your family has. What do your parents do? What kind of assets do they have? What kind of income do they have?
Well, my mom, she gets Social Security disability. My uncle, he's been a professor for the last 30 years. So I'm pretty sure he's got a good amount like saved up in travels and stuff like that.
Do your parents own their homes?
No, ma'am.
Do they have cars? Does your uncle own his home?
He probably does as well.
And he's a professor at Lamar?
No, he lives in another state.
So would you agree with me that amongst the members of your family, you have considerable means to try to post a bond?
I wouldn't even say considerable because I mean, my uncle is really like tight as far as his money wise. So it'd just be even if he feels like doing it for me.
I don't have anything further, Judge. And before beginning, Judge, I asked the court to take judicial notice of the trial that you presided over some years ago, which gave you obviously a very good insight into the totality of the circumstances and the facts involving this case, and that there were 4 victims of this case. So just ask Detective Coffin, would you state your name for the record?
My name's Frank Coffin.
And were you one of the lead detectives on the case State versus Lively Stratton?
Yes, ma'am, I was.
And that involves the homicide of 4 individuals here next to Lamar campus here in Beaumont, Jefferson County.
Yes, ma'am.
And you were involved heavily in the trial process, preparation, et cetera, and you know what came before the court. Is there anything that you would like to add for Judge West's consideration with respect to a bond being set for Lively Stratton?
Well, Judge, I don't know that I nor Beaumont has seen a murder like this before, where 4 people were gunned down so close to a college campus, so carelessly, so quickly. And I can't recall anything like that before. So I think that in itself states that's a significant event as far as murder is concerned.
Detective Coffin, based on all of your years of training, experience, investigation of homicides, et cetera, do you feel like Lively Stratton presents a significant threat to the community of Beaumont if he is released?
Significant threat.
And do you feel like they're based on the totality of all these circumstances, there's a great likelihood of his flight if he is released?
I would imagine that there would be, if knowing what he's faced with, knowing the amount of time that he'd already been sentenced to prison, the time that he can be sentenced again, there's no upside to not leaving.
I don't have anything further, Judge, unless the court does from the second.
Oh, you
yeah.
have to ask questions. I'm sorry.
Detective Coffin, you testified at the trial, is that correct?
No, I
You
didn't.
did not? Did you observe the trial?
I did.
Okay.
Well, no, I did not.
So you didn't watch the trial and you didn't testify at the trial?
No.
Okay, so you don't know what happened at the trial?
I was not there for the day-to-day, but I do know what happened. I was here at the courthouse helping prepare with evidence, with witnesses,
But you didn't watch the testimony, did you?
with interviews. I did not watch the individual testimony.
Were you aware that the jury found that two of the victims, evidently that they didn't convict him of killing the two guys with the knives? They convicted the two guys without weapons. Were you aware of that?
I'm not aware of the details of how many people or of how he killed each person. No.
Okay. That's all I have.
Anything else?
No, Judge.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, ma'am.
Ms. Malvino?
Judge, I would ask for a bond in this case that is equal with what the facts of this case are. The fact that we have 4 homicide victims. I think an ask of $250,000 is extremely low. I think it's offensive to the court to ask for a number like that for all 4 individuals, maybe $250,000 per individual. So that's back at the $1 million bond that he was originally set on. The court, unfortunately, is required to set bond on multiple murders in Jefferson County on a quite frequent basis these days. And I think something in excess of $1 million is more than a reasonable ask in this case.
Thank you, Ms. Malvino. All right. So taking into account the testimony of the prior trial that I did preside over and argument by counsel, I'm going to grant the writ and set bail. I am going to find that bail in the amount of $1 million is appropriate for the nature of this offense and in line with what I know about the case and the argument. What if there was bond made, there would be a GPS monitoring device required and house arrest. I would obviously, if that bond was made, need to know what that address would be. And then we will get the case set for an announcement and then move it to the trial as quickly as any you guys are ready to do that. Good morning. Are you Brian Trejo?
Yes, ma'am.
And this is 26 DCCR 0132. Mr. Trejo is charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon. Mr. Rojas has filed a motion asking that I reduce bond, which is currently set at $300,000. And Mr. Rojas, you may proceed. Proceed.
Could you state your name for the court, please?
Sure.
What's your name?
Brian Trejo,
And Brian, how old are you?
18,
And where are you originally from?
Galveston.
You were born in Galveston?
Yes, sir.
Where do you live now?
Port Arthur.
You lived your whole life in Port Arthur?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Who do you live with?
My parents.
Your parents, and your parents started together and they're here today, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sorry, say that again.
They're here today, or his parents are here today. Who else lives in the house with you?
My brothers, my siblings.
And a lot of them are here today also.
Yes, sir.
Brian, your bond right now is $300,000. Your family's having a hard time coming up with the money for that bond, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, I want to talk about you personally. Do you own any property in your name?
Yes, sir.
A home, a car, any land or anything like that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have a bank account in your name? Okay. My understanding, and tell me if I'm wrong, your parents own the house that they live in, right?
Yes, sir.
And it's already paid off.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And they're willing to help you out as far as trying to get you get some money for the bond if we go forward. Have you ever worked?
Yes, sir.
What kind of work have you done?
I work with my mom.
Doing what?
She cleans apartments, offices, houses.
Okay. Is that the only kind of work you've ever done?
No, the yards. I've done construction.
You did construction with a company or working with a family member? Or what?
Yeah, family.
Okay. And all that kind of work, the construction work, cleaning offices, is that work that's still going to be available to you if you're able to make a bond?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and that's something you want to get back out and start
Yes,
working
sir.
to help pay for the bond if we're able to get it low.
Yes, sir.
This is a serious charge, right?
Yes, sir.
Is this, you're only 18, is this the first time you've ever been arrested?
Yes, sir.
Even as a child, you have any juvenile cases? As a juvenile, were you arrested?
Yes, sir.
For what?
Unlawful carry.
Okay. And you're asking the court to lower the bond. We're asking for a $50,000 bond. I think that'll be enough, along with any, if the ankle monitor or any kind of other conditions if the court wants to put on it. You're asking the court to do that, set that, and you think that's a reasonable bond, right?
Yes, sir.
What else were you arrested for as a juvenile?
Is it
Drug case?
possession of marijuana?
Yeah.
Speak up, please.
Possession of marijuana?
Thank you.
And what kind of weapon were you carrying when you were arrested as a juvenile?
Um,
Was it a handgun?
yes, sir.
And that's what you're charged with here is for shooting somebody. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Another question, Your Honor.
No further question.
Any other witnesses?
No, yeah.
Mr. Rojas, go ahead.
Yeah, Judge, I understand this is a serious allegation. He's a young offender, and obviously the handgun gives concern, both two different cases with handgun, and I understand the court's concerned with that. He's a lifelong resident of Port Arthur. He's not going to flee. He's doesn't have anywhere else to go. His family lives here. They own property. They own a home that they live in. They're not going to go anywhere. We think if you set the bond at $50,000, that's something the family will be able to make. And if it's at $50,000, they also, I would imagine the court's going to want an ankle monitor on this, and that's something that allows them a little bit of money to pay for the ankle monitor as well. You can set it at $50,000. And that's what we're asking the court to do.
Thank you, Mr. Rojas. Mr. Nichols?
I don't feel that $50,000 is sufficient to protect the community for someone who's been arrested for carrying a gun and is accused of having shot somebody at 3 o'clock in the morning. The allegation in this case is that he and some other individuals followed a young woman home from her place of business where she worked as a waitress and were harassing her, and then ended up shooting her boyfriend who confronted them. So I think $50,000 is quite low and not sufficient enough. Your Honor, I'd ask that you said something much higher.
He was a driver.
So I am taking judicial notice of the court's file, which includes a copy of the probable cause affidavit. The fact, Mr. Trejo, that you've already been arrested as a juvenile, which wasn't that long ago, because you're what, 18 or 17 right now?
18.
18. And I'm not sure what you were doing out at 3:30 a.m. In this situation, but it gives me great concern. Tired of guns, tired of people being shot, tired of it. Jefferson County's tired of it. I'm going to deny the motion. Your bond will remain at $300,000. If it's not already a condition of your bond, I am now making it a condition of your bond, if you make it, that you will be required to wear a GPS monitoring device and be on house arrest if you're able to make that bond. And we'll reset the case for an announcement and get it taken care of as quickly as we can. You can go back with the bailiff.
Thank you, Your Honor.